YouTube, welcome on back to more Darksiders 3 today. Make sure you do me a favor, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you check out the Twitch channel. The links are all in the description of the videos. Make sure that you hit subscribe, make sure you follow. I've hit over 20,000 views on my YouTube channel this month, which is crazy to me. And I still don't have anywhere near 100 subscribers. So please, do me a favor if you're watching this. Make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment. That all helps. And I will be making yet more content in the not too distant future. So check it all out. There's more stuff coming. We'll also be playing Darksiders Genesis. We're going to be playing a bit of Dwarf Fortress, so if you're interested in that, that's coming up. The Stardew Valley playthrough is starting to sort of get to the point now where it's at the high point of its playthrough. It's getting to the point now where basically we're almost finished and we're not too far away from moving on to something else on Fridays. I won't tell you what that is. Twitch chat knows. This Twitch chat right here knows what that is already. But make sure you check it all out and we'll see what the future holds. If you go over to the Ko-fi channel that I have, it's also in the links down below, and you subscribe and you basically pledge any amount of money there, I will allow you access to the Discord. So I'll see you guys then. Be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, YouTube. Ooh, there we go. We're getting back into this. We have more things to do. Also, you missed like the first playthrough of this yesterday, Cody. It wasn't super long. It was only 2 hours and some odd minutes. It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Because we had a lightning storm here yesterday. So that was fun. Anyway, what is our objective? Right, we're going to have to go to Vulgrim here so we can teleport out of here real quick.
What would you ask? Please take your time.
Splinter Station, because that was where we came from. So we're going, looks like this way? Oh, this is a quick way back up to the next level, it looks like. Yeah, this is another Souls-like game. So we're, well, the game actually has a hack and slash mode. So if you wanted to play a more hack and slash style game, you can. But yeah. So basically, I'm talking about playing a bunch of Souls-like games right now. I was talking earlier to Cody about maybe playing through the Jedi game. How are you finding D3? You remember it reviewed pretty poorly on launch. I like it so far. Mind you, I know that on launch it maybe didn't have the modes that I have access to. Like, I don't know if it had access to the, what's it called? The hack and slash mode. So nowadays you can actually play it as a hack and slash game and not just as a, like Dark Souls clone, basically. And I would argue that the fact that it isn't a Dark Souls clone is probably a good thing, because it actually gives it a bit more unique flavor. But also, I can assume that back in 2018, there was a lot of people who were upset that there was a woman in video games, which has been more and more common these days. BRB, your cat is yelling. Say hi to the cat for me. Give him a little scritch behind the ear. Yeah, so the way that I've, let me know when you're, I don't know if I should ask if Cody is back, because I know that they want to talk to me about this sort of stuff, so maybe I'll just wait until I see them in chat again. But I haven't looked at the actual Steam reviews for this game. Honestly, I've kind of just been avoiding them. For a couple of different reasons, largely because I don't know how accurate Steam reviews can be. I do know that there are... Like, the way I kind of look at reviews, right, is that if you buy the game and you review the game, you probably played enough of it to actually have an idea of what it's like. But for example, I tend to ignore reviews on websites where you can just review, you can just sign up and review. So things like IMDb and stuff like that, where you can just kind of sign up to it and review games or review whatever you want to. And there's no real, like, consequences for it. Like, you can sign up to IMDb for free and leave hate reviews or hate comments or whatever like that on whatever YouTube or whatever particular game or movie you want to. You can just flame it. And I think that's, like, really bad as a method, because it doesn't really help give an actual honest review of anything. So, like, if you're going on, say, if you're going on, I have LinkedIn on the mind because I've been applying to jobs lately, applying to more jobs lately. But if you're going on, like, IMDb or, I don't know, Metacritic or something like that, where you can just sign up to your account for free and you can, you know, basically say whatever you want. You can basically spam 1-star reviews, right? Which is the thing. You see it with, you saw it with Dragon Age: The Veilguard, wherein a bunch of people basically bought the game and refunded it, and then basically bought the game, left a shitty review, and then refunded it. And I can only assume there was some sort of similarity there with this game, because you're playing a woman, and we know how people feel about women in games. Oh. Ow. Oh, cool, I can heal underwater. It's pretty cool. Okay, you're back. Yeah, so as I was saying, I wonder how many of those reviews back in 2018 were people who hate women in games. Who are just like, oh, there's women in my video games? Wah! Especially a game that's like, you know, Darksiders, right? Where it's like hack and slash, and Fury isn't exactly the nicest person. Like, she is by far the most aggressive of all of the brothers we've seen so far. And that's saying something. Like, War was super, like... War isn't, like, super aggressive. He's super, super broody. But, like, he's not, like, going to... He's not, like, what's the phrase? He isn't really, like, super aggressive and super forward. He's just, like, he tells you something, and that's just how it is. Like, War is like, okay, I'm going to kick your ass, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it, because I'm going to kick your ass, because that's just what I do. While Fury talks shit. And that might cause people to be a little bit less receptive to her. Because, like, oh, girl boss, woman, you know, etc., because gaming and people in gaming are shits. Like, if this game released today, the amount of people who would lose their fucking mind over it because you're playing a woman is incredibly high. Even though she's a super powerful woman who's obviously powerful because she's a Nephilim and a member of the Four Horsemen and has been a thing since day one. Like, we've always known there was a woman in the Four Horsemen. This isn't a surprise for anyone who actually paid attention. But I do know that there are undoubtedly some amount of people who would review this game badly because of the fact there's a woman in it. I will say it does feel a lot slower than Darksiders 2. It arguably feels slower than Darksiders 1. combat-wise, and sometimes the dodging input isn't great.
You will fall.
But it's fun. I enjoy it. Obviously, I've been playing a lot of Kazan recently, so like my brain is very hardcore game focused right now. Like, this game is not nearly as hard as Kazan is, by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think it has to be noted that it isn't really the same as Darksiders 1 or 2. Even with the hack and slash mode on, I can only assume this game does not feel anything like the first two Darksiders games. I think it's a good game so far. Obviously, I've only been playing for a couple hours. I've only been playing for like 3 hours. So, I'm going to reserve the right to maybe change that opinion later on if things get different. But right now, I'm enjoying it. I think it's good fun. I like Fury's skill set. She's different than her brothers, which I like. She does feel somewhere between War and Death when it comes to like her combat, because War was super slow, super hard hitting, and super tanky, while Death was much more fast and much more agile. I feel like she's somewhere in the middle. Also, the game looks very pretty. For a game out of 2018, I have it all set on high settings because it's an older game. Ow. Same thing happened again. So yeah, I have it set to high settings, and it's a fun game. I can't deny that. It's tougher than I thought it would be as a game. Like, it's a little bit harder to play, a little bit harder as a game than I thought it would be, but it's still fun, and I'm not going to say it's necessarily a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. I've yet to play enough of it to make that assumption. However, I will say it's probably super cheap on Steam because it's an older game now, and it's probably not a full price game like it would have been years ago. So, I think this was also THQ Nordic's like first attempt at games, like first actual game that they released, or maybe their second game that they released. So like things are probably a little bit lower quality than you'd hope for, but it's not a full AAA developer anymore. You have to remember that. This is also not made by like EA or THQ back in the day or anything like that. This is made by THQ Nordic, which is a much smaller company. So you have to give them a little bit more grace than you would with, like... I never give EA or anything like that any kind of grace because I don't believe they've earned it. I don't believe any real company that makes billions of dollars has earned any kind of grace. But a company like this, where it's like, okay, there's 17 people working on it, you know? Same thing with Expedition 33 or whatever. That game is not necessarily made by 33 people. There's a bunch of, you know, consultants and stuff like that that helped with the game. But it is the major team, like the actual developer team, is 33 people. So, you know, it's worth giving it any kind of, like, if that game wasn't as incredible as it is, say, Cody, if it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 game, if it was like a 7 out of 10 game, like, I'll give you a perfect example here. The first Greedfall game, which I loved at the time, thought it was a great game. It was like my first real, like, it was my first, like, capability to go back to what, like, BioWare was. Like, it was a genuinely incredible experience. Really loved it. Thought it was a great time. But it was definitely janky at times. Hell, I completed like 90% of that game before I even met all of the companions. I'll put it that way, because you you don't actively need to meet any of the companions to... Well, you do need to meet some of the companions. You don't need to meet all of the companions to actually complete the game. Which is crazy. I basically got like 99%, 95% of the way through that game without ever actually meeting one of the companions in it. It was a great game though, I enjoyed it, but like the second Greedfall is really bad. Like the second Greedfall is like actually a bad game. Like no joke. That's crazy about Greedfall? Yeah. Like I got through most of the game without ever meeting one of the companions. And I know that that's something that like you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, like you can basically go through the entire game with only like what, like 3 or 4 companions. And you don't need to ever meet all of them. But like, it's very odd to me as an experience. I should play it again. GF2 is EA? I don't think so. I think it's the same company. I think it's like the same independent company. I could be wrong though, because it's been that long. I don't remember. I know that it recently got a bunch of patches. I saw an article about it recently. Let me check. Let me find out, because that's actually kind of a good question. I actually don't know if Greedfall is an EA product or not. Because Greedfall 1 wasn't. And I remember playing it and really liking it. Greedfall 2, The Dying World. Yeah, Greedfall 2 is also cheap. It's by Spiders and Nancon, so it's not EA. Oh, you meant early access? Yeah, it's early access. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, it is EA in that case. But it is early access. So I'm kind of surprised it's early access given that it is a single experience. But maybe in the future I'll play Greedfall because I really enjoyed it when I played it for the first time. It's been a long enough time as well since I played it that I don't remember a lot of the story. Also, yes, this is Fury's natural hair color, by the way, Cody. And she's not on fire. Yeah, I enjoyed Greedfall 1, but Greedfall 1 was definitely a product of the fact that at the time nobody had any real RPGs that they liked, because like 2017 was basically a shit year for RPGs. I believe... What else came out in 2017? I believe Mass Effect Andromeda came out in 2017, and not very many people were happy with that game. I don't know what else came out in 2017, but like there was for sure a lot of people who didn't have a lot of games to play at that time. So... But yeah, like if Claire Obscura is what people consider these days to be like a perfect, you know, AA experience, Greedfall at the time was a very good one. It unfortunately had a lot of technical problems like the second one does. But it was still very good. I still enjoyed it. The combat in it was definitely the worst part of the game, though, I will say. It was very, like, samey. But I had fun. Early access is becoming a typical business decision. At its best, it brings in revenue while getting constant player feedback. It also helps create the best possible game. But over a decade, because it becomes a cash cow. Not quite good enough for early access, so people feel cheated at being paid money needed to be closed beta. Ah, I see. Okay. I probably won't buy it until it releases. That's my general rule of thumb with single-player early access games, is I don't tend to buy them until they actually release. Because I feel like... why would I do that to myself? Because it was the same thing that happened with Xenonauts. Xenonauts 1 released, and you couldn't actually finish the game at the time. Like, if you decided to pick up Xenonauts when it was Xenonauts 1, at least, when it was in early access, there was a pretty long time wherein if you bought it, you could not finish the game, and you would have to come back to it in a new save because of the fact that the game would basically not work anymore. And I enjoyed Xenonauts 1. I played it, finished it, did all that sort of good stuff. But I would absolutely say that after doing that, I would never do that again. Because I just feel like, I just kind of feel like I missed out on a lot because I played the game so much in early access that I, like, already had a good idea of how to beat the game, if you know what I mean. You're with you there. I mean, an exception for Baldur's Gate 3 because I really enjoyed DSO 2 and wanted to give feedback to Larian. I mean, that's fair, right? Like, if you're buying it because you're like, I'm going to buy it, but maybe I won't play it, or you're going to buy it and maybe, like, after, you know, you're going to buy it just to have it. So that way, you know, when the game fully comes out, you don't need to worry about having to buy it. You're like, oh, I already own this game, even if the price goes up, because it's no longer in early access, I don't need to worry about that. You know, that sort of thing. But, like, I don't really see the benefit in doing that sort of thing anymore. At least not with newer games. And especially not with single player games. And I don't play enough multiplayer games to give a shit about that kind of thing. Like, I don't play enough MMOs, or I don't play any MMOs, really. Good afternoon, Red. How you doing? Like, that's the thing, right, is that we're just talking about early access games at the moment, Red. Because I don't think I own very many early access games. I own Xenonauts 2. I've not played that very much. I own, technically, Dwarf Fortress, I think, is an early access game. I think it's labeled as an early access game because it's not, quote-unquote, finished. Are we okay here? I think the game might be broken, but we'll give it a few more seconds. It usually doesn't take this long to load. Let me just pause the recording. Hang on. Alright, we're back. So yeah, I try not to buy early access single player games because it feels a bit like a misnomer. So that's why I probably won't buy Greedfall 2, but I might buy and play Greedfall 1 on the channel. I own it on PS4, not on PC. So maybe in the future I'll get that and play it. It's a decent enough game. Star Citizen's technically in early access. Yeah, Cody mentioned earlier that some early access games can become cash cows, and that's basically what Star Citizen is. It's no longer an actual game, it's just a thing that exists for this studio to keep making money on. If someone asked me, hey, I want to play a game like Star Citizen, but a game that actually has completed content, I'd be like, oh, Elite Dangerous exists, play that. I know Elite Dangerous is a very different style of game, and also it's difficult to play that game by yourself if you're particularly so inclined, but it can be a very good game. I had fun with the time I played it with Rival and the rest of the gang over there, but it's one of those things where I played it and I'm like, okay, I get it, and now it's like, okay, I gotta get into the quote-unquote mid-end game stuff because I basically skipped the entirety of the early game because of the fact that I had help from people to do that. Because of the fact that I was lucky enough to have Rival and his gang help me out getting out of the early game and getting straight into like the mid game. Now I have to spend time grinding by myself, and I'm like, oh, this is boring. I hate this. Or like you're doing the same thing over and over again for money, right? Because I'm more interested in making out build star bases. I mean, that's pretty interesting. But like I'm not really interested in that. I'd be more interested in trying the last thing that I really had fun with in Elite that I thought was interesting was like the rescuing people out of a burning star station. I don't remember what we were like doing it to help build up reputation for like the Federation, I think, because we were still working on getting people federal corvettes and stuff. I had a lot of fun doing that because that was different. But like, it just sort of feels like you do the same two things in Star Citizen, and it's basically you hunt bounties while in your ship, or you do ground combats. You want to get back into Elites, you still have flight sticks, you should go to Rival. Rival plays it every month or so, I think, Red? Give or take? I think he plays it every month or so. You're ugly. Nothing personal, but goddamn. Like, would I stream Elite Dangerous? If I decided to, like...
What are you doing there?
Oh, this is different.
Where do you think you're taking her?
You built me a bar, but you're welcome to join when we do play. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. I often have, like, Rival streams up on the second monitor, while I'm, like, doing something else. But that's cool.
What happened? Where am I?
Mistress, how do you feel?
Intended loss? I don't know.
Not great. The harvester.
It would appear you have been saved for later. An afternoon snack, perhaps.
Maybe intended loss. I don't know. It feels a little bit like it might have been, or maybe it was somewhere like where you can beat that boss and then you can do something different. But yeah. But yeah, I haven't played Elite in a long time. I don't even know where my ships are. Because it's been that long. The last time I played Elite Dangerous, all my ships were on Rival's carrier. And I don't know if he even... I think he sold the carrier, right? So I have no idea where my ships will be. I think it's like that they go to the nearest, like, station or whatever. But, like, I have no idea where that is. That goes to show how long it's been since I've played Elite Dangerous. But yeah, I had fun with Elite. I thought it was a good time. It is a bit, it's a bit harder to get into, probably. He sold it there somewhere. Yeah, like I don't know where my ships are. They're probably hidden away somewhere. It's one of those things where I think when I load into the game, it'll tell me that my ships have been, like, moved to a nearby star station. But I haven't opened the game in long enough that I have no idea where that is. Huh. But yeah, I'm probably, I was actually saying earlier, Red, that I'm going to be playing some more Dwarf Fortress tomorrow. Because I've not touched that in a while. And I plan on trying to name people, trying to name dwarves after people in chat. Oh, there's something down that way.
Insect.
Happy to give you an accountant dwarf to Cody, but I still want a dwarf. Absolutely. I have no issue with whatever dwarf you want is whatever dwarf you want. That's a human.
No more. No more.
You're still an accountant in training. Fair. I mean, we can decide on all this tomorrow when I'm putting the fortress together. After all, I haven't actually made any kind of, like... I haven't even generated the world or anything like that yet, so, like... I have no idea what we're going to be in for. I'm going to see if I can play a volcano start, maybe. That might be fun. I've not done that before. But yeah, there are options. There are options.
This ends now.
I haven't really made a decision on what I'm going to do there, but we'll figure it all out tomorrow. As for what we're doing next week, it'll be 2 days of this, 2 days of the War Fortress, and a day of Stardew. I was also thinking about doing a like an FM save highlight video, wherein I talk about some of my old saves for like a stream or something like that. Just like jump between some old FM saves for a little bit, just to see what it looks like. Because I have my FM20 stuff, my FM22 stuff, and I've only played like a little bit of FM24. Most of the FM24 stuff you guys have seen. But I would maybe be interested in doing like a, hey, this is what I did in FM22, or this is what I did in FM20. Because in FM20, all I did was play as a wolf. I played a wolf save in FM20. And all I did was like win the Premier League Invincible, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we've been here already. We went backwards. Yeah, for all we know, Cody might become the royal dwarf. Alright. King me. King Cody. That has happened. I have had my fortresses become like the royal capital of the civilization that I've been living in, which has been really interesting. Oh yeah, so you can change the mode back to classic, so you can have a more hack and slash style game if you want at any point. I just wanted to see if I could change the vibration settings. It doesn't seem like I can, which is moderately annoying. Oh hey, rejuvenation core. That's more healing. But yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point now where like I want to play some games where I can interact with the viewers again. So stuff like Dwarf Fortress is great for that. Stuff like FM is great for that, but I'm not particularly interested in starting a brand new FM save.
What is this?
We'll see what the future holds. And in the future, I do want to play through. I keep saying that I want to play Persona 3 Reloaded on stream, because I've not played Persona 3 Reloaded yet. It was bought for me as a gift by one of my partners, and I have yet to actually open the fucking thing because it was on sale. But I also don't own the like the endgame DLC, whatever it's called, like Episode Aegis or whatever. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if it's one of those things where if I play it without Episode Aegis and people will be like really mad about it, and then I'll have to play through it again to get the Episode Aegis ending. I don't know. It's one of those things where like I look forward to it in the future, but we'll see what the situation is then. Maybe after we finish.
Mistress.
Oh, there's your second wife, Cody.
We're close. This time you watch. You do not speak.
It's the Watcher, but she's a little, she's a little bit more, if you know what I mean. Seems to be more into the idea of having
Good evening.
Fury have a great time. She's a little too formless. Ah, fair enough.
This will be fun for both of us. As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
Oh, this is Sloth. Cutscene.
Fury. Fantastic.
Your day of reckoning is at hand, Sloth. You will be judged in combat like all the others.
Darling, please. Do I look like I'll be fighting anything or anyone anytime soon?
You have no choice.
There's always a choice, darling. I choose not to choose. Too much of a bother. I'd laugh at you, but it's too much effort. Don't take offense. You're playing your part well in our wee morality play. But really, why bother? It's the apocalypse. Woo. I'm completely over it. My sole concern is comfort.
That sounds familiar.
Mouth.
And as you can see, I have my many minions for that. It's all they live for. You should try it. I'll spot you a few slaves if you'll just relax.
I shall once you and your kin lie dead. I only hope the rest put up more of a fight than you.
Let them stand or fall. It matters not to me. You understand, don't you, horseman? The futility of it. Why not join me? Take a load off and enjoy the nothingness. I bet you'd take to it quite easily.
Would you abandon your mission?
No!
Is that so? The Great Fury would not allow herself to fall prey to such a creature. Are you truly up to the task?
Here we go. Sloth. Damn. That's one thick boy.
That was terribly exhausting, wasn't it? Time for
Mood though.
Are we really doing it? Could we think of so many other things? Lost sleep. You're still here. The dragon.
Oh.
Congratulations. You must be so
Thrown potato.
fulfilled.
That's a good.
What
That's a good
change
achievement
do
name.
you think killing me will enact on this sad crusade?
Are you begging? Muster up a little dignity.
Sweetheart, I let slaves wipe my ass with the wings of angels while I enjoy a morning tea. Dignity is a myth, like the balance you fight for. Aren't you exhausted?
Yes. But even the most grueling fight is less tiring than taking no action at all.
Might struggle to fit him into that talisman, to be honest. He's a bit chunky. Nice.
Most exercise he's had in a millennium.
Alright, we came in over here. I need to pop back to Vulgrim.
Great. This, as you wish, take your time. A wise decision. An excellent choice.
Oh.
As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
He's the one with the extra armor. It's pretty cool. So that is 3 of the 7 deadly sins dealt with. So that is wrath, envy, sloth. Oh, and avarice. We've also dealt with avarice, so we've had 4 of them already. That's 4 of the 7 deadly sins already dealt with. I wonder if this game actually got bad reviews because it's super short. Like, I don't know how long this game is. I never looked it up, obviously. But I am kind of curious if this game is like 7 hours long or something, or like 5 hours long, and people were really annoyed about that. Or maybe it's longer, and I'm just assuming that the game ends when you beat all 7 deadly sins, which rarely is how it works in Darksiders, to be honest.
No more. No more.
Oh, hey, you're from
What?
generally British
What is
area.
this?
From Somerset, from the sound of that first interaction. And you know what? Why am I doing this? I can just fast travel with fucking Vulgrim. God, I'm on one today, guys. I'm on one. Hey, Vulgrim. How you doing?
What would you ask? Please take your time.
Ah, so that's where the objective is, I see. Or maybe where it's where we travel to last. I don't know. It's kind of a guess on that one. I was wondering why you guys could see my mouse on screen. It's because the game was loading. I wonder if this game had like really bad functionality and stuff like that when it first came out, maybe. That might be a reason why it had bad reviews. I don't know. I've honestly never looked into it.
You have returned.
I have. Oh, here's another wife for you, Cody. Big maker lady.
Back again, eh?
Hey, old thing.
Well, met for you. Aiming to lay down a mighty hunt, are we? Did you think it was possible? But now, you're even deadlier. Did you think it was possible? Interesting. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Interesting. Bests and blessings to you, Fury.
Big. That's Cody's one-word response. Big woman. Cody, you were thirsting over Lady Dimitrescu, weren't you?
What would you ask of the... Please take your time.
And you know what? Based. Based, if you were. Absolutely based. Based and big woman pilled. Sometimes that's all you need to say. That's true. That's true. Cody would like uppies now, thank you. Dimitrescu is too psychopathic. You know what? Some people would say that that's cowardice. Some people would say that you could fix her. But, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you on that one. A friend of mine cosplayed Lady Dimitrescu once. It was bad for everybody else's mental health. Great for mine. Right, we're going this way. Oh, with this thing, I can actually. Oh, that's interesting for sure. Oi, oi, that's not cool. Cody, I thought you'd be into women who could kick your ass. Excuse me. Sometimes you're too much of a top. Women who can kick your ass is too much of. They're also too much of a top, so therefore you're incapable. That's fair. That's fair. Also, thank you. This is the major benefit of being a Switch, is that sometimes I don't mind it if women can kick my ass. Do we have a map? We don't. That could be one of the reasons why this game didn't get a great review score. Cody, you've seen that meme, right? Of when two bottoms end up in bed together and when two tops end up in bed together. Is that you? Are you the two tops in bed together person? If not, you need to look it up because it's funny. You haven't seen it? I need you to look that up right now. I don't care what you're doing in work. I don't care what else you got going on. You're looking that up right now and you're telling me if I'm right or wrong. I don't care if your boss is currently about to be like, hey, you need to get into this work call. You're looking up this meme right now. Oh. I think the game just soft locked. That's cringe. We'll be right back, YouTube. YouTube, I was wrong. The game didn't soft lock. Cody has said, no, that's 10,000% correct. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad that I got it correct in one go. I'm glad that I'm enlightening you to both memes and also to top culture. That every top is a Beyblade player. There's a show I haven't watched in a long time. I wonder if it actually got any good or if it was still as like... I wonder if it was ever as good as I remember it being. Or if I was just like locked in and as like a kid being like, oh my god, this is so cool. We're not Beyblades. We're not Beyblade players. You're actual Beyblades. That's fair. That's fair. There's a game I haven't thought about in a long time. The Beyblade games. Maybe I'll see about getting some of the old Yu-Gi-Oh games as well that I used to play when I was a kid. Because I never played any of the... No, did I play some of the Beyblade games? I might have played like one of them. On like GBA maybe. Back in the when times. But like I definitely played a couple Yu-Gi-Oh games on PC. Oh sorry, not on PC, on PS2. So maybe I'll look at getting those and maybe we'll actually see if we can finish them. Because I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. And that was a game I never really understood as a kid. But I played it a lot. Oh. And there was also Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters, I think, was one that I really enjoyed because it was like a super tactical. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! But like turn-based strategy, and I really enjoyed it. So maybe I'll look into getting some of those, and we'll play them on PC. Because I do know that they recently released like a what was it called? Like a what's the phrase? Like a collection of the old Yu-Gi-Oh games, like a lot of the ones on GBA, Game Boy Color, regular Game Boy. So maybe in the not too distant future we'll look into doing that as well. Maybe I'll just start playing some old retro games. You know, keep up with the new ones for a bit and play retro games so I can get my hands on. Maybe that'll be an option. That might be fun. What do you guys think? Damn. I like how this Monday I was like, oh, I have absolutely zero idea what games I'm going to be playing in like a week's time, and now I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of games I could probably be playing in next week if I decided to.
You're not worth my time.
God damn. Lurk, no worries, Red. Alright, well, we can't go this way, so that's probably a future thing. Dang. Game's for sure harder than Darksiders 1. Probably harder than Darksiders 2 as well, even though I'm only playing it on normal.
Taste the sting of my whip.
Dang. They really do just make a mess of you if you're stuck in that kind of situation, which I guess makes sense, but also it doesn't feel very Darksiders, which I can see where people might complain about the game not being very Darksiders at times. What the fuck? Oh. Excuse me, I need to stop following you. It's not cool, man. Thank you. Man, the stun that you get from getting hit is kind of extreme.
I am your end.
Ow. I thought you were dead.
No more! No more!
Oh, there's a human through there somewhere. Figure that out in the future, maybe. We'll see what's next. Oh, well. Last dude got me. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Reminder, I'm playing this game on normal and I beat Kazan on Monday. I know that that's not necessarily a transferable skill set, but you'd assume at the very least that you could actually play this game and not die every few seconds to, like, basic enemies. mean, there goes all my health again. Yep. Wow. Yeah. I don't know what to say, really. That feels like it's a little bit cheap. Maybe this is why the game got, like, bad reviews. I'm trying to figure out why this game might get bad reviews, because that feels like a super hard, like, difficulty spike. Just from defeating Sloth. And, like, I didn't think Sloth was that hard. Because it's not like I can, you know, aggro certain enemies, but not others, right? Well, at least in this case I can. But I assume once I get a little bit closer, I can't.
You will fall.
Or maybe I should consider using my magic more often. Maybe that's the problem here.
You're no match for me.
Excuse me. That was a good throw.
A demon. Please.
Save 5 humans. There we go. Looks like we're going through here. Oh, this motherfucker.
That seems important.
A little ostentatious, if you ask me.
For once, we agree.
Oh, it's a church. Of some kind. Of some denomination. Might be a synagogue, might be a, well, there's no, like... nothing vaguely Catholic about it, I guess. Something vaguely Catholic about it.
What is it?
Something about this place.
Oh, you wish to repent for your sins.
I will not waver to cleave the Watcher head from your Watcher body.
Less sarcasm. Noted, mistress.
Shield your eyes.
Too bright. What is that?
Well, well, well. Imagine my disappointment. To think that
Who the
this
fuck
is
are
the
you?
best the council has to offer.
Another wife for
Of the
Cody, at
fabled
least.
4 horsemen, they send the lowliest, the most pathetic of all.
Pride, charming as ever. I've come for you.
Oh, really? As if you'd know what to do with me if you could have me. Please, spare me.
Are you not one of the great 7
Hello.
deadly? Fight me instead of cowering, you pompous,
Hey, Dan.
pathetic
Your
excuse!
taunts are a waste of breath, horseman. No more an annoyance than the buzzing of a fly. Beneath my notice, like everything else in the Creator's grand experiment, even the greatest treasures of heaven and hell pale beneath my light. Scurry back to the hole you were born from. Perhaps when I am the only sin left on this sad little rock, you will be worthy of an audience with me.
When I'm done, there will be no sins left standing.
So you say. Considering your current state, I find it highly unlikely that we'll ever meet again. But by the rare chance you do earn my favor, find me in Ares. Though I highly doubt a creature such as yourself would be welcome in a place so refined. I encourage you to surprise me, horseman. Until that time...
What an insufferable creature.
How are you doing, Danny? Been a while since I've seen you. What are you up to? I know that,
I will never understand their attachment to such things.
Mistress.
They cling so desperately to this iconography. The symbolism of heaven and hell.
They?
Humanity. For thousands of years, they held the fruit of creation in their hands, but ignored it to squabble over totems and fables. Whatever the Creator saw in them.
I know that Tommy's currently away, so you're a little lonely. So I hope I can provide some amount of entertainment from you. What is this, I wonder?
I already know the answer, but...
Yes, we're going down there. See? An outpost of the angels.
But that isn't our exact mission.
It became our mission when I found my horse skewered by angel spears.
That's fair. Well, that worked.
You do know how to make an exit. Literally.
Nice. That's more comfortable. And we're heading this way now, it looks like.
Mistress, you seem distracted.
We horsemen are defined by a great many things. Our mission, our gifts, and our solitude. For so long, I cannot even remember. Rampage was my only companion.
Mistress,
Forget it. The horseman is not defined by the horse.
This is the way back to where we came. Oh, that's right, we have to go through this way to get to the next area. Oh, we're starting to crawl here.
look up ahead, mistress. What is that?
Probably something new to kill.
A man's... Oh, they're adorable.
In what realm is this considered adorable?
Perhaps that's an overstatement, but it is innocent.
Nothing in this world is innocent.
That's mean.
At least your adorable monster served a purpose.
Harsh, even for you, mistress.
Alright. Hello, asshole. Oh, we're in the right place, it looks like. We're underneath that statue. Well, the church. Oh. There we go. Game had to load. $19,000 souls. You returned for a bit. Welcome.
This will be fun for both of us. you wish. Farewell for now.
It's this button. There we go.
This trek would be much easier on horseback. Ooh, too soon.
Again, you're here to watch, not to speak.
Oh, I'm here for much more than that.
Is dying on your agenda?
A threat.
I haven't decided yet.
A promise, I think, is what you mean to say there. Bitch. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's mean.
Greetings. Please take your time.
We'll head back to the Maker's Forge to upgrade our weapons.
There's a fair bit more noise around here of late. This trinket will enhance your raw power, making you an even more formidable threat.
Rider's Mercy, forged by altering this man for raw energy that greatly increases Fury's skills.
Aiming
That's
to
cool.
lay down a mighty hurt, are we? Didn't think it was possible, but not interesting. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Some of my best work. Interesting. Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
Well, let's not joke about dead pets. The rule. You don't make the rules, you just enforce them. That's fair.
Greet. Please take your time.
Quick upgrade, back out again. That's an interesting enemy. Oh, these are corrupted angels. Or undead angels? I don't quite know how to consider it. But they are for sure not the angels that we'd recognize from from the first two games on Earth. Might have to consider saving up for some new armor, I think.
Another one of your adorables.
I'm never living that one down, am I?
On the contrary, it may prove useful.
Oh. Oh, I missed the fucking mute button. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, that caught me off guard. Recording. Welcome back, YouTube. Sorry about that. I had to clean up my face after that small incident there, and I had to deal with something real quick too. But that's all sorted now. So we're back. We've just done this. Let's go through here. Gotta go back out this way. We're meeting. No worries, Red. Hey, Volagrim. We're probably going to be doing a thing here, I think, where we save up for a new set of armor. Because we have still got the basic set on. So maybe we'll save up for that. I think it's 20,000 souls for that, so that'll be interesting. There is also...
I smell pigeon. What angels remain call this their nest.
For now, it will be them too if I don't learn the truth about Rampage. That doesn't look safe to stand in. Oh. of the way, angel scum! Your leader will see me!
Well, she's not happy.
Unleash your worst! I'll slice through all of it!
Okay, I gotta be right back because our dogs got out and I can't leave them outside on their own for too long. I'll be right back. And we're back, YouTube. Apologies. Had to deal with that before the dogs got themselves hurt some way. Oh, there's a human there. Also, maybe screaming at things isn't the best way to keep hidden, you know? Just as a suggestion. Maybe just keep your mouth shut if you're worried about being killed.
This ends now! Accursed wretch!
This should be where that human is, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I don't want to die!
Then shut the fuck up.
Can you get me out of here?
Right, so that means now we can open up that bit. Which I think means at the very least we can progress the main story, assuming I can throw something. Yeet. Perfect. See, sometimes you just gotta yeet. You gotta shout yeet, and that does the job. Sometimes that's all you need. Just a little bit of yeet in your life.
Hardly the heavenly outpost I was expecting.
When we go in,
We're going in?
keep your mouth shut for a change.
Whole lot of dead angels around here, it looks like.
Mistress, they don't look happy to see us.
They shouldn't be. Hordes of heaven, you know who I am, what I am. If you would see the sun set this day, you will
Feel the burn of heaven's blade!
good. I hate talking. Is your vaunted leader afraid of me? Must I destroy you all before he confronts me?
I saw some mention about brothers.
Reputation, fury. Earn it in blood. Your treacherous kin has left a stain on the universe. I will make it clean again. You stand against heaven's best, girl, and you will fall. Enough! Your rage is misplaced, horseman.
I sincerely doubt it, Bird.
Uthil. Here to finish the job your brother War began.
I have no idea what War did or did not do, nor do I care.
So, you're here to steal the souls of my fellow angels, then? You think I don't recognize a weapon of the Lord of the Hollows?
I serve none but the Council. I hunt the 7 deadly sins, at least those who remain. But another task consumes me. Betrayal by your glorious kingdom.
Oh, yes. Look upon my works, ye mighty, and laugh.
That's
We
Lee's
can
voice
hardly
actor.
defend ourselves, let alone spare the energy to betray a great horse.
My steed, Rampage, was slaughtered by angelic weaponry before I could summon him to Earth. I will know why, and I will have blood.
Take me at my word. I have no love for the horsemen. Thanks to you, the apocalypse is at hand, and we... I have no knowledge of any conspiracy against you, or your mission on Earth.
Of his kind, Lucille is honorable.
Just because he doesn't know doesn't mean it's not happening.
As you can see, I've problems of my own. Perhaps we can strike a deal, Horseman. Lately, I have seen my own forces ravaged, losing more and more every day. To my horror, I have learned that my brethren are being murdered by our nightmares made real. Abominations, undead angels. Demons are also its target, taking them into the realm of the undead as well.
And who, in your estimation, is responsible?
The only force in the universe capable of such a heretical act is lust.
Lust? You're insane. I've crossed paths with lust before. They have no such power.
And what makes you think that the world as you've known it is the world we're now in? An unnamed demon is rumored to have bestowed upon lust the very power to take on the forces of heaven and hell. A spoiler in the apocalypse. Lust transforms angel and demon alike into the undead. Mindless things, bent only on violence and destruction.
And so if I eliminate lust, thus solving your dilemma, you will in turn provide something for me. Is that the deal you propose?
Indeed, if it be in my power. And to prove we mean no ill will towards you, Horseman. May this crossblade serve you well in your crusade against lust. Unchecked, their growing strength will doom us all.
Find out who tried to kill me. In exchange, I will force lust to reveal the source of their power before I destroy them.
We have a pact.
If I discover you have in any way lied to me, you will wish it was one of my brothers tearing out your heart.
Salvation. Oh, it's a thrown weapon. Oh, nice.
Look around us. This must be hell.
It's very not.
Perhaps your threat will keep him in line.
Doubtful. Would you trust him?
I'm not the one that has to. Also, trust isn't part of a Watcher's vocabulary. Present company included, of course.
Yeah, that's common enough.
That's it. Oh, hello, Fury.
I have no time.
No, you're a very busy hawk. But I was wondering if in your...
An artifact.
Well, it's a trinket, really, a novelty. I may have lied. It's not a trinket.
I found it.
I'll pay you 1,000,000 souls for it.
Souls are your currency. Sharp objects are mine.
Ah, the unlife. Sadly, yes. Those who were once beyond mortality deserve better. Now, I have no lost love for the birds, but that's just wrong.
We're done then. If you hear...
Does nothing shake you? Do you not feel any empathy? Watching those who once loomed so large robbed of the very force they...
Perhaps after I find out why they're trying...
My, she's cold. Take your time.
$20,000 for that. Yeah.
As you wish.
So we're saving up 20,000 so we can buy the arcane armor. That's interesting. Ooh. You return. Welcome back. Finally, a new enchantment. There we go. Nice. Hoped there'd be something around here, but no. Yeah, alright.
This ends now.
Okay. Getting close to that 20,000 so we can get our new armor.
You're not worth my time.
There are times where I feel like I hit the dodge button and Fury does nothing, but I don't know. I think it could just be me being bad at games, but here we are. Alright. I'm going to immediately head back there, pick up those souls, and try not to lose that fight. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. What's down here? Oh, Fulgrim spot. Do I have enough for my new armor at this point? Yes. Perfect.
What would you at? Take your time. As you wish.
Oh, I have to press and hold, as always. Ooh, I like that. The yellow is really like, really bright. I like that. It's kind of like a gold, almost. Might be time to head back to Ulthane as well and upgrade my whip and stuff a bit more. Yeah, I think it's time to do that. Hello, Vulgrim.
Greeting. Please take your time.
Alright, let's see who and what we can upgrade. Hey, Ulthane.
What do you need, horseman? All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier. Interest. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we? Didn't think it was possible, but now didn't think it was possible. Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Thank you.
It warms me to see you again, horseman.
I see you've returned.
I have. Mostly just here for some upgrades. Shall we head back?
What would you ask of this? Please take your time.
Back to the Drowned District we go. That's a nice thing to name somewhere. Ooh. Game is loading. There we go. And we're back. A large cluster, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Lust army of the undead is everlasting. Busy little sin.
That was effective. Some kind of spirit? One of these guys. What's up? I like how he follows me around. Okay, so this just leads out here. I don't see anything out here that I can actually interact with. Maybe something up here?
New nightmare was that.
I can't wait to find out.
I
That
didn't
was
see it.
Sarcasm? Mistress?
Doesn't sound like sarcasm to me. I'm pretty much an expert in this stuff, so... She sounds like she's very serious. There we go.
What do you want?
Another human around. Oh. That's a bit cringe. Oh. Oh. I can do this. I will say that's a very cool concept. Nice. Ah.
Can't that switch be used again, mistress?
Ah, that was the right idea. You serious? Hello? I see the situation. Because if I do this, toss you out there, you'll sit there chewing away on that little pile. I can then go around this way. Open the door. And then pick you up and toss you at that one. Yeah. Even got the little Darksiders chime of the completed mission. I guess we're going up there. It's my best guess anyway. There we go. Oh.
By the gates. You think it's aware of our presence?
I have no doubt, especially considering the way you carry on.
Is that the ship Usil sent us for?
It would seem.
There we go.
What would you... This will... As you wish. Take your time. As you wish. Do make sure.
Right.
What would you ask of this? Take your time. And as you wish. Farewell for now.
Let's go ahead and grab the other suit of armor. Might as well. There's a human around here somewhere.
No more! No more! Please, save me.
I believe this is a quick way back and forth, from the looks of things. I think we've seen this. Yeah, this is one from earlier. Oh.
Are you serious?
Do you think it knows we're here?
No. In fact, your shrieking clearly acts as a lullaby. Yes. Sarcasm.
Which of you is worse?
I didn't get a heal off in time. I actually don't know how to get up there and deal with that wizard. Might be one of those things where we just deal with the guy on the level we're at and then we go deal with him later.
You will fall. You're no match for me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. You're large. And you've got a lot of teeth.
Yourself!
That was funny. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Oh, I should do this.
Great. Please take your time.
This one, the Mangle Freeway. If I climb through that, like vent on the ground, it should take me out right next to where the boss fight starts. And there.
Was that one of the 7?
Perhaps. One could have changed since our last encounter.
Greedy. This will be fun for both of us. As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
25 to life. Make sure to spend 25 attribute points.
Not a particularly lusty location, is it?
Have you learned nothing? Appearances can be deceiving. Besides, lust never appears as expected.
What exactly did you mean by that?
The notion of sin is one thing. The concept of lust is something else entirely. Especially humanity's concept of lust.
I see. As in, a lust for...
You name it. The humans have quite the imagination. Lust is everything to everyone. That's what makes lust dangerous.
Too dangerous, mistress?
No such thing.
Huh. Oh, this is Lust's fight right here, I think. Looking at it. Yep.
Can you guess what I lust after? In this broken world, what is left to want?
Power.
I always thought you were the smart one. Pity. To what do I owe this distinct pleasure? After all, to be visited by a fabled horseman.
I have but one purpose here.
Must we engage in violence? You already have my respect.
I have no interest in your respect, just your head.
Come now, Fury. I am no barbarian like the others. No, we need not meet as enemies a second time.
Tell it to the Charred Council.
They aren't here. So instead, I tell you, Queen of the Horsemen, powerful, armed with the flame hollow, a crossblade, your fabled whip.
I am above your distractions, Lust.
Really? The truth is often distracting when one lives a lie. You speak as though we are natural enemies. Why must this be so? I know my role in the universe. I wonder if you've ever stopped to question yours. You are a horseman. But why? Did you make that choice? And if so, was there some reasoning behind it?
Shut up and fight!
You don't even know why you fight, do you? Do you fight for your brothers? Oh, of course not. Your antagonism towards them is well known. Do you seek to achieve some sort of balance? Oh, you never believed in the greater good until it suited you. No, no, no. What I see in your actions is a lust all your own. A lust for power and privilege and protection from the Nephilim's inevitable fall. Ultimately, that makes us allies, doesn't it?
What? Strife? Oh, hey, Strife. Hey, Death. Hey, War.
What are you, all of you, doing here?
Are we not four horsemen united? We are here to confirm that the mission is complete.
The mission.
The other sins have been destroyed by my hand. Death worked to free War and clear his name. More importantly, we have exposed a great conspiracy.
What conspiracy?
Heaven and hell working in secret consort to bring about the apocalypse earlier than anyone would wish for.
The Charred Council has dispatched us together to wreak havoc on both sides. Balance will be restored. The wicked will be punished.
You mean all of this?
We are to unseat the rulers of both sides. And in honor of your unwavering loyalty to the cause, the council has decreed that
Oh, this is
you
absolutely
will
fake.
lead the horsemen.
This is a trick? Yeah, this is a trick, 100%.
Will usher in a new age on Earth.
That doesn't sound like the same Death.
Finally, everything makes some sort of divine sense.
It does?
Mistress, is this not everything you wanted? Finally come to you.
Set aside the past, sister. Today, we live in service to you.
I don't know if Death's voice actor is the same. It's vaguely similar, but I don't think it's the same guy.
It's not real!
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it was worth a shot.
You think you know me so well!
Is it not what you want most? The power to lead in the manner you see fit. What was an illusion could soon be reality. If you set aside the wants of others and focus on yourself. Ultimately, it is your choice to make. So choose.
The funny thing about that is that people like me who've played all the other games...
Made them kneel!
people like me who've played the other games would look at that scene and be like, oh, this is possible.
A puppet! Join me, and let's pull the strings.
Because that's exactly what it is in the other games. It is a grand conspiracy from heaven and hell to unleash the apocalypse. Like, that all checks out. So it makes me wonder if Lost kind of knows.
But absolute power crushes the self-righteous to death. Always slaving away for others. A puppet. Join me, and let's pull the strings together. You will fall. time with demons and mages, horsemen. If you really want to prove your power, stand with me, and it's all yours.
Another cutscene.
An archangel? Oh, you seal, you flatter me.
I'll see you dead, Lust, never to rise again!
We had a deal! Stand down!
Now why would he do that? When he knows a deal with you isn't half as appealing as a deal with me.
Don't listen!
I can return your sweet little angels to their former glory. Yes, if you just protect me from this terrible woman.
Lucille!
And won't it be glorious when you march back to the gates of heaven with your numbers restored?
Shut up!
And restore truth and righteousness to that befouled place. Your truth, Archangel Lucille. Heaven under your command. Wouldn't that be lovely?
The 7th Legion. Alive and whole. Restoring glory. Our deal is revoked.
No, Lucille!
Won't this be fun?
Is this about to be a 2-on-1 fight? Oh, fuck.
I am sorry that you involved yourself in these affairs.
You won't accept my
But some
love,
sins must
but
be
you dally
left
with angels.
unpunished.
I'm offended. Stop wasting time with demons and mages, horsemen. If you really want to prove your power,
You don't
stand with
understand
me,
what it means to
and it's
fight for
all
anyone
yours.
other than yourself.
Oh, the things we could do together. If only you weren't so damn stubborn.
I'm trying not to touch Lucille in case there's like a thing where if you don't hurt him.
The 7th Legion will fly again!
If there's a way to like break him out of this, like don't kill him,
Wasting time with demons and makers, horsemen.
or if this is going to be one of those things where you're going to have to kill him no matter what.
Stand with me, and it's all yours.
You're no match for me!
How high you rise, you will never see into heaven!
Oh, kill Lust without defeating Lucille. There we go.
Dude,
Who gave you the power to raise the dead?
the one constant in the universe. Those who possess the most power inevitably crave more.
Angels are dumb, unfortunately, yeah.
Is everlasting. As for who, know this. I was merely a pawn. A feeling you know all too well. Fury. The angels who killed your steed. Pawns as well.
Then who? Tell me!
The players in that game will reveal themselves in time. What if I reveal something even more valuable? Spare me, and I'll give up the location of my fellow sin. Envy.
And why would you do that?
What reason would I have to protect that sniveling coward? She has never experienced frontline combat. She has never experienced the horrors of war. She is the most pathetic of us. Get me to the edge of Haven, and what you want will be yours.
An attractive offer. But I'm tired of your kind underestimating my intelligence. I'll find the rest of the sins by myself.
Interesting.
At your core, you were just an endless void that could never be filled. How disappointing.
Finish it. I am ready.
I think not.
Mistress!
Lust's call to power is intoxicating. Even more so when one is fueled by grief. Usil's transgression can be forgiven. Once. I have a better understanding of what's happened to the Earth and what's at stake because of it. You're of no use to me, dead. If we are to survive, all of us, alliances must be made.
An alliance? With him?
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll return the favor. I may soon need it.
My word may hold no weight, but my life is yours, Fury. If I learn of any plotting against you, I will relay the information.
Who's in the head now?
Did I just witness mercy
Sure.
shown to a filthy angel? You would just as soon have your head on a pike.
Are you or are you not a watcher? Because you should know better. This quest we're on is about balance, in the world and within me, it seems. Lust showed me what I could become. It is not what I want to be.
And what do you want to be?
I think that's what I'm here to find out.
Yeah. Who's in the head now? Arvis / Greed, Envy, Lust, Sloth. I think that's it. I think that's everybody that we've gotten so far. Envy was first. Oh, Wrath. Wrath. We forgot about Wrath. So Envy, Wrath, Sloth, Lust, Greed. So we got 5. You 5 of the 7 now.
Curious. Very curious indeed. With each new challenge, you show more depth.
What do you want?
Both you and I are painfully aware of the endless parade history inflicts upon us. Creatures so pathetically focused on one single purpose. But these creatures are, ironically, completely devoid of meaning.
Make your point, Lord of Hollows.
It's just surprising. No. Refreshing to see something headed in the opposite direction. You are coming into a greater awareness of the flaws that kept you in chains.
Flaws?
Shall I list them?
No, thank you. I've seen enough recently to know they are many.
Which is exactly why I give you this. And by holding it, the raw power of Force itself is yours.
Ooh, the blue hair.
Vibrates in my hand. I don't understand.
When the time comes, you will know when and how to use it.
Gluttony and Pride left.
Not yet!
Yeah, so Pride we've already met, and they told us that we won't be able to beat them until we beat all the other sins. Main story for DS3 on how long to beat is 14 hours, so I imagine we're only halfway through. Yeah, my assumption is that we're going to beat all 7 of the deadly sins, and then something else is going to happen. Also, damn, look at that hair. That's cool looking.
What would you ask of this? Take your time. An excellent choice.
Oh, this doesn't get any more expensive. That's good. Let's buy a bunch of those. We're going to head back to
Take your time.
the Maker's Forge. Yeah, because yesterday we played for 2-ish hours, and today we've played for about 3, so that's 5 hours. So we're a little bit less than halfway through. Then again, I could be moving faster than, you know, what you'd think. It's the best hair so far. It's fantastic.
It warms me to see you again, Horse.
Hey, old thing.
What do you need? Aiming to lay down a mighty herd, are we? Did you think it was possible? Oh, oh, what beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that. Interesting. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Oh, oh, what beautiful. Interesting. Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
You like the blurpily hair? Yeah, it's pretty cool. There it is. Okay, so where are we headed next? I think we're the only one that we have left to get from the 7 deadly sins, at least, is gluttony. Afterwards, we'll have to fight pride.
Greeting. Please take your time.
The cargo hold. Oh, we can probably use the charged version of this weapon's attack. Am I going to play Darksiders Genesis? Yes, I have it downloaded and ready to go. Yeah, we can use that to get through those. Nice. From what I understand, though, it's a different game altogether compared to the other games.
I could get very used to this level of power.
Oh, God.
This is not exactly the power I had in mind.
Bigger horsemen cannot be choosers.
If it weren't for the fact that you stream during my work hours, I'd have to join you since that one is co-op. Do you have to play it in co-op, or is it one of those ones where it's like, you can play it single player?
The Lord of Hollows will never be accused of subtlety.
Time
'Cause
to
if
find
you-
the next sin.
Are you certain? I'm just asking. Seems to me you might be going a little soft. At least that's what the Lord of Hollows appeared to see.
If you truly want to see how I have softened, question my resolve again.
You can play it single player, yeah. Because I'll probably just play it single player. I don't really have much interest in playing co-op games in co-op unless there's like a specific game that's like, oh, you have to play it in co-op. But like, I'm pretty okay with playing. There's a reason why I don't really buy many co-op games to stream, because
All
I
I'm
just don't.
saying is, there's been a change. It's natural, I think, after all you've been exposed to here.
What do you mean?
Need I remind you, there is no absolute good, nor is there absolute evil in the universe. Those are human concepts. The Charred Council is aware of this. It's the very reason for their continued existence.
Ugh, the way you blather on. What are you trying to say?
Heaven and hell are not absolutes either. Seen with the proper perspective, they are simply two opposing forces scrambling to gain power over this sad ball of mud.
It is the way of all things.
Precisely. But why would they be so focused on this rock and its teeming bacteria when there is an entire cosmos to explore and to conquer?
Feel better soon, Cody.
balance.
Yes, by keeping them occupied with this miserable conflict, the greater universe has a chance to remain pure.
That is a curious method for seeking balance, especially for beings so powerful.
Yes, very curious. So I'm just saying, if you were in doubt, I would understand.
Huh. Interesting.
You're no match for me.
Cool.
A wide-eyed friend. Try not to scream like a child.
You try not to die.
ass kicked. Very good.
You're not worth my time. You will fall.
Okay, nice. Oh, it goes over there, I see. Oh, look, human.
Please! Must I?
And there's nothing else up here, it looks like. Just a human and... oh, maybe up here somewhere.
The earth never ceases to impress with its variety of abominations.
I thought they had all been destroyed.
You know these things?
When they roam free, we call them the Chosen.
Essence of a Chosen. Highly magical, this ichor possesses the potential to unlock great power and weapon enhancement. Hmm. Interesting. Must be a an optional boss then, I suppose. Yeah, I was wrong on that assumption. I thought that I could fly over there and that would be where we would go to next, but no. Invisible wall. And we're all the way back here again. Hmm. I do know that a lot of the THQ Nordic folks are the same folks who started up THQ. Sorry, who were at THQ for a long time before THQ closed down. So I'm more than likely going to just believe that whatever's going on in this story is exactly what they had planned on doing for Darksiders 3 when they initially probably planned on doing it after Darksiders 2. Oh. Is this entirely optional out here? I wonder. Okay, so I have a feeling that that's going to be a boss fight once we break open that little area there that we were looking at. Actually, I'm curious. Can we sit in this throne just for the sake of it, just for the giggles? Damn. Would have been funny if you could sit in the throne. Right. Okay. Let's see what this does. Love tap, defeat the Kraken. Oh, that's it?
Good riddance, monster.
The talisman.
It fled into that underwater cave. We must follow.
Must we?
Yes. Now.
Well, she sounds a bit furious. Right. And with that god-awful pun,
What would you ask? This will as you wish.
we are going to leave this episode and video and stream there. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, and you check out the other content that's on the channel, because there is a lot of it. So come on now and check out everything going on, and I will see you next time, YouTube. Bye now.